Bitcoin is making headlines again, soaring above $40,000, its highest level in 18 months. Indeed, the world's most popular cryptocurrency is painting the town red. According to CoinMarketCap, Bitcoin is trading at $41,600, a commendable increase of over 5% in the last 24 hours. Now you might ask, what's fueling this surge? Investors are setting their sights on a future with lower interest rates and are eagerly anticipating key regulatory approvals that could catapult Bitcoin from the fringes into the mainstream. Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell's recent comments about the central bank's policy being well into restrictive territory has sparked optimism among investors. While the thrill of Bitcoin breaking $40,000 might not be as intense as the first time it happened back in January 2021, it's important to remember where we stood a year ago. Bitcoin's current market behavior is a stark contrast to where it stood a year ago, at $15,500. There are several key factors that have contributed to Bitcoin's recent surge. First, let's talk about the influence of Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell's remarks. When he stated that the central bank's policy was well into restrictive territory, it sent ripples through the investment world. Many interpreted this to mean an end to interest rate hikes. This perceived shift in monetary policy has had a significant impact on the crypto market, particularly Bitcoin, as it often thrives in low interest rate environments. Next, there's the resilience of investors in the face of recent scandals in the crypto world. The billionaire founder of Binance, Changpeng Zhao, recently pleaded guilty to federal money laundering charges and resigned from his CEO position. This scandal, along with the conviction of FTX co-founder Sam Bankman-Fried for orchestrating a multi-billion-dollar fraud, could have sent investors running, but it didn't. Instead, they demonstrated a remarkable capacity to weather these storms and continue investing in Bitcoin. One reason for this could be the potential for a more mainstream future for Bitcoin. The Securities and Exchange Commission is expected to make a decision soon on the approval of a Bitcoin-focused exchange-traded fund, also known as a spot ETF. This would allow traditional investors to gain exposure to Bitcoin without actually owning the digital asset. The prospect of such a fund has likely fueled some of the recent enthusiasm for Bitcoin, despite its inherent volatility. So here we are, with Bitcoin soaring above $40,000, its highest level in 18 months. The road has been rocky, marked by regulatory challenges, scandal, and the inherent volatility of the crypto market. But despite these hurdles, Bitcoin has not only survived but thrived, rising by 150% for the year. Despite these controversies, Bitcoin has managed to rise by 150% for the year. The future of Bitcoin is looking bright, with much of the enthusiasm riding on a particular expectation. That expectation is the potential approval of a Bitcoin-focused exchange-traded fund, or spot ETF, by the Securities and Exchange Commission. The SEC is currently on a ticking clock, facing a deadline of January 10th, to approve applications for such funds. Now you might be wondering, what exactly is a spot Bitcoin ETF? Well, it's a financial instrument that would allow traditional investors to gain exposure to the digital asset without actually owning it. It's like getting a taste of the Bitcoin pie without having to buy the whole thing. This opens the door for a wider range of investors to ride on Bitcoin's wild rallies, and potentially it could drive the value even higher. While its volatility has made owning Bitcoin unappealing outside of the digital asset community, the market longs for a way to ride the digital asset's wild rallies. In conclusion, Bitcoin's recent surge is a reflection of a complex interplay of factors. The world's most popular cryptocurrency has rocketed to over $40,000, marking its highest level in 18 months. This upward trend is influenced by a myriad of elements, including the Federal Reserve Chair's comments hinting at the end of interest rate hikes, which has been a rallying cry for investors. Moreover, the crypto market has shown resilience in the face of scandals, with investors seemingly eager to move past the recent controversies involving high-profile figures in the crypto arena. And let's not forget the anticipation surrounding the potential approval of a Bitcoin-focused exchange-traded fund or spot ETF. This could offer traditional investors a way to experience the thrills of the digital asset without the risk of direct ownership. Only time will tell how these factors will continue to shape the trajectory of Bitcoin in the days to come.